Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super duper simple monochromatic card that is a gatefold. So with that, you will only need two different colors of paper, and this one right here is an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by sorry, I almost did by 5 1/2. That's not right. That's the closed sides. It's 4 1/4 by 11 inches. So basically half of an 8 1/2 by 11. Okay. So you can make two of them if you have an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper. You'll also need a strip of paper, and it also needs to be 11 inches. No, wait. I'm sorry. It's one of those days, I swear. This one actually needs to be 8 1/2. You don't need 11 because that'll be too long and it'll wrap around it 1 1/2 times. So we don't want to do that. It's been a long day. Can you believe that? Anyway, so you'll also need a stamp block. You'll need some ink. Of course, you will need our awesome stamps. And I know you would love to have them, and we will be giving them away this week. You'll find out who the winner is next week. This is our spring and summer holiday celebrations. And you'll also need 2 pieces of 3D tape like foam or pop dots or whatever you want, and a punch. So that's what you're going to need. Pretty simple. Not too many supplies needed, and you probably have these on hand. I am making a Father's Day card because, well, because I need one. My husband, tomorrow is Father's Day. I'm doing this video a little bit early. Normally I do mine on Sunday because I just roll that way. But I decided to do this one a little early so we can enjoy the whole day with my husband, and because my kids liked the Father's Day cards that I made with the sign language and the coffee cup. They decided they were taking those, so I did not have a choice. I had to make another one. I was going to just make a different one, but I thought, oh, I'm going to show everybody what I'm going to make. So we're going to make a gatefold, and how we're doing that is I am using here, this is a board that basically helps me do the scoring, scoreboard if you will. There's a whole bunch of different kinds out there. I don't know that I necessarily have a preference other than one that works. That's all I care about, and this is the one I have. So this is like the little scoring, sometimes we call them bone folder, but this is like a little scoring thing that we use, little tool. So if you have 8 1/2 right here, size card, that's what you'll want. So if you divide it out, you will need 2 1/8 on this side, scored, and then you'll turn it around and you'll do 2 1/8 inch on this side if it wants to score it properly for me. Sometimes it likes to jump. That's happened before, and it's a little frustrating, I have to say. I'm just going to do it right here. I have a little fly friend that came in when I went outside about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, he wants to show an appearance, so if you just saw him, that's what it is. We've been growing vegetables and stuff, and when we put out the dirt and everything, it seemed to bring some of our little fly friends. So we've been trying to coax them to go outside. They haven't necessarily listened very much, but anyway. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to score 2 1/8 inch in here and 2 1/8 inch here, and then you will have right here 4 1/4. You can see where my little score thing jumped a little bit, but it'll be fine. So we're just going to put the scoreboard away. Don't need that anymore. I guess I should put my blade away too, because if I don't, I won't find it later. So now this is the easy part. You're just going to use the score area, and you're going to just fold it right in to the center and make sure that's folded nicely. You don't have to score it actually, but I think it makes a much nicer crease if you do, and it also makes it a lot more even, and it looks pretty. So that's what we do. And we're gonna score this little baby right like this. Looks pretty good, like so. Okay, so that's what a gatefold looks like, okay? Kind of comes together right here. At least that's what I think it is. That's what I remember it being. So now what you can do is one of two things. You can just take this beautiful little piece of paper. This is the darker side. I'm using the lighter side because I really like the way it looked. And you can just fold it right in like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just want it to kind of line up. So I did not score this because I didn't think it was necessary, and it is not going to touch. That's exactly what you want, is you do not want it to touch, you don't need it to touch, it's fine if it doesn't, so no worries at all. So you're going to push down there, and you're going to push down there to make sure you make a really good crease, okay? So then we're going to remove that, set that aside, and set this aside. We don't need that right now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper, we're going to take out our ink, and we're going to take out our stamp block, and of course we're going to take out our stamp. So for this one, I am going to use Father's Day. And you know, it might help if I showed you what I was making. It's just, like I said, it's been one of those days. So let me show you that real quick. This is the lovely card I made. That's it. It's monochromatic, pretty simple, but I think it looks so elegant, and I love the punch. The punch is really cool. It's a Stampin' Up! Punch, so I really think it's neat. So that's what I made. And you can make this for birthday or, you know, whatever you want. I decided to make it for Father's Day, and I thought, oh, that's what we're going to make, and I think it looks good, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to stamp right here. We're going to use our black ink and stamp Father's Day right here. And then, while I've got it out, I'm going to use my black ink again, and I'm going to stamp right here and make another one. Okay? So I've got two. Like I've said before, if you're making one, you might as well make two so you have a few extra. I'm thinking about a year from now I'll have so many extra I won't have to do any more videos. I'm just kidding. So here is the punch. That's what the punch looks like. But I'm going to use the back of it because I like to see where exactly I'm punching. So we just slide it in like that. Try to center it as best we can. I think it looks pretty great. And I'm going to turn it just a little, and there's our first one. And then we're going to do the same to this one. Like I said, you know, it can't hurt to have a few extra, and then next year you'll have one ready if you want to use the same shape. So now what we need to do, this is the easiest part. We're just going to take this right here, this side and this side, and we're going to take our two little foam pieces. We're going to put those right on like this, and put this one on like this, just like so, right at the edge. And now you're going to know why it doesn't matter if it matches up, because it doesn't have to match. For one, you don't want it to match, otherwise the belt that we're making, if you will, won't work. This is what I mean by a belt. We're just going to slide that off. Okay, so you can simply just slide it and then open the card, put it right back in, and done. Now if you did it exactly at the right size, it would never move. So you want to make sure you leave a little bit of room, and that's where the foam pieces come in too. So you'll have it separated just a little bit, and that's okay, that's what you want. And then you're just going to place this on top of the card, like so. You want to make sure that it lines up so it looks nice when it does have the cover part on it. See what I mean by lining up? There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it at least not to be, you don't want it to look like that. That would be kind of bad. So you're just going to do this. And then we have our little sentiment right there. And you're going to try to line it up as best you can. Whoops, right in the middle. The easiest thing to do is just to line it up with the line of the paper, like so. You just press down, and you, my friend, have created a card. What do you think? You see how simple that is? I'm sorry, I love simple. I am a simple girl with some simple ideas that I hope everybody else enjoys. I love this stamp set. It's very, very versatile, especially with the holidays. And we also have another one. We have a fall set as well. But I really hope that you enjoyed coming today. I hope that you enjoyed this simple idea. You could add pattern paper to this with a solid stripe or vice versa. You could do a whole bunch of different things. What I'm trying to get you to do is utilize the stuff that you have so that you can show people you're creating stuff, and then you could buy new stuff on the side. Shh. Anyway, I hope you had a fantastic day, and I really appreciate you taking the time to join us today. And I hope that you enjoyed going on a creative journey with Melissa. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. Bye.